Spring flooding is almost as common in Wisconsin as summer mosquito bites. Yet in the last 20 years, cities and counties have made significant efforts to buy up properties most susceptible. News 3 investigative reporter Adam Schrager has been looking into one of the major recommendations made after the state's worst flood in history. Adam.
At the DNR, it's called floodplain management. Basically, the idea is to reduce the risk of flooding in the first place. Now, some Wisconsin cities like Soldiers Grove in the 1980s and more recently Gays Mills actually decided to move uphill and out of the path of flooding. Another southern Wisconsin city, though, took a different path to stay dry.
Because I'm a big believer in planning.
Bev Anderson tends to be the driver behind anything she works on.
I think of that song, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, you know.
But the negative facing Darlington's unofficial tour guide in 1993 was obvious.
When the ground level water was, it just wouldn't leave.
2 feet of water will dampen spirits.
After 93, there was no valuation left here.
Maybe not to the bankers, but certainly to its mayor, who grew up on Main Street above her parents' sweet shop. Moving her city uphill was never an option.
There's value in trying to preserve all this.
This is the story of how one community involved its citizens in the development of a flood mitigation plan.
Darlington's efforts to move forward were chronicled by the DNR in the mid-90s.
Civic leaders committed to turning things around.
The city is considered Wisconsin's prime example of successful flood mitigation, largely because of Bev Anderson.
There was no place that I didn't make my plea. Like I said, I can use all the help I can get.
Money flowed from the feds and the state.
This flood program, it's been a godsend.
The first area to be fixed was the downtown.
I could drive into a community and almost tell you what that community's like by looking at their Main Street, because it's the heart of your community.
Many of the early 20th century buildings now have vestibules.
The goal is to let water in to the front to equalize the pressure on the outside of the building so we could retain the historical facades.
Basements were filled, floors were tiled and raised above the floodplain. The entire area essentially underwent a 2-foot growth spurt without the pull-ups and vegetables.
We do love our downtown, all of us, and we put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Darlington's Main Street, its heart, as Bev calls it, now beats strongly. A reflection of its greatest cheerleader.
You go through a lot of rural communities today and there's a lot of empty buildings. We don't have that.
Giving up on our downtown, giving up on the community in any way, shape, or form was never an option in my mind.
Police Chief Jason King was a teenager on the downtown cleanup crew in '93, looking for leadership from people like Bev.
You know that there's no hidden agenda. You know that there's no desire for elevation, if you will. They just love the town. They care about the town.
Some businesses along the Pecatonica River couldn't keep their location.
All the things that you would have in a farming community.
The implement dealer, the cheese factory, and the car dealer all moved uphill from downtown. Homes throughout town were built up as well. Bev wouldn't say no to anyone working to save Darlington.
A lot of times, the fellows on the county board say, here she comes again, They weren't too happy sometimes with me.
Where the Pecatonica flows, opportunity grows. That's her mantra. And if that river should flow too freely, its former mayor believes 20 years of mitigation efforts will work.
To the extent that it was in '93, knock on wood, we've never had that. And I have people say to me, well, I wish we could test it. And I say, forget it.
I don't know anyone who wants to test it, actually. The DNR continues to work with cities and counties around the state, helping to secure grants to buy up properties that continually get flooded. No point, they figure, throwing good money after bad. One important point to the Darlington story are, in order to get government access and to get help rebuilding and retrofitting those buildings, everybody had to purchase flood insurance.
Well, who knew Darlington was such an engineering marvel, and Bev was behind it all.
They hoisted the whole town up 2 feet.
Interesting story.
Yep.
Adam, thank you.
Thank you.